If you want to decorate the inside of your home with the most beautiful smart lights available and money is no object, then Nanoleaf is your company. But what about outside your home, like your patio? Then Nanoleaf's new outdoor string lights are worth a look. There's a few things you'll want to know about the Nanoleaf outdoor string lights up front. Firstly, this is Nanoleaf, so yes, they're expensive. You can get a 49-foot pack of lights for $130, a 98-foot pack for $219, and a 147-foot pack for $296. Nanoleaf also sells an add-on 49-foot expansion pack for $99, but you need to have one of the main strings to use that. For your many dollars, you get a lot. I'm testing the 98-foot version, and that comes with 40 addressable RGB WIC LED bulbs. What does that string of letters mean? Well, every bulb can be a different color, and you have something like 16 million color options along with tunable whites. The lights are IP65 water resistant, which should be good enough to stand up to rain. And these lights are Wi-Fi powered, Bluetooth connectable, and Matter compatible, but a word on that in just a minute. But let's talk about the bulbs themselves. You'll find plenty of outdoor smart lights on the market, so what makes Nanoleaf's entry different? The shape in this case. These bulbs are not your usual round and boring shapes because, well, why should they be? These are LED powered after all, and they can be anything you would like pretty much, so in this case, Nanoleaf went with an interesting faceted look. The company promised that these outer bulb shells should not shatter, and importantly that the LEDs powering them should last for about 25,000 hours. But here's a bit of a rub. On the Anoraker channel, we're going to start paying attention to repairability in tech reviews. Too often, devices are designed to work until they don't, and then you have to throw out and buy new. So going forward, I'll point out when that's the case and celebrate when a product can be DIY repaired so you can keep it going for longer. Any company that actually empowered you to repair your stuff should get bonus points in my book. And unfortunately, that's not the case here. The LEDs in this string light are not replaceable, and while you can screw off this outer casing bulb and potentially replace it with something that happens to fit, as far as I'm aware, Nanoleaf doesn't sell replacements. So if this does happen to shatter, or if the LED does burn out, well, you're out of luck. And that's unfortunate because it costs a lot. But these are also smart lights, so I bet you're wondering, how's the software? Not bad, a bit of a mixed bag. I own a bunch of Nanoleaf products, and over the years, if I'm being honest, the smart connection has always been a letdown. Nanoleaf lights will randomly lose connection to the app, and I have to go through a complicated reset process to get them up and running again. We used to have some of the Nanoleaf shapes in my son's room, but ended up unplugging them because they'd lose connection and shine bright lights at 3 a.m., which is not great. But Nanoleaf seems to have made some strides in improving this problem because I don't lose connection as often these days. Unfortunately, it has happened with the string lights a couple of times. Thankfully, unlike the older generation Canvas model, it's easier to get to the QR code to repair it if it does happen. As for the app, it does work well enough. If you've ever seen the Nanoleaf app, there's nothing new here. You can group lights by rooms, set up schedules, download new lighting scenes, although the outdoor string lights are pretty different from the other Nanoleaf products, so it was a bit hard to find a lighting scene I liked. Hey, if you're enjoying this review, would you consider subscribing to the Anoraker channel? I've got a lot more tech news and reviews coming, so hit that button and keep up with the latest and greatest. You'll even see me use this to build your own NAS. As for the Matter connection, if you're asking, what is Matter? Don't worry about it. The short story is, it's another smart home standard that promised to solve all the smart home headaches and hasn't really managed to do that. Maybe it will someday. But chances are you don't own all the necessary pieces to make Matter work. And right now, there's no real benefit I can see to converting these lights to Matter. In fact, I did that and it made things weird. The Nanoleaf app still sees these lights, but it started occasionally notifying me that these lights are available for pairing after I made the conversion. In theory, if you have other Matter products, you could control everything from one app. In practice, that doesn't work out, so I wouldn't mess with it for now. None of that's on Nanoleaf though, and it is good to see the company at least trying to embrace new standards. My main complaint though is that older Nanoleaf products are thread capable and should be, in theory, Matter capable, but they're not. While this product is Matter capable, but not thread capable. It works over Wi-Fi. If all that sounds like nonsense to you, the quick translation is older lights work with one smart home standard and these new lights work with another. And so there's a mishmash of feature capabilities that don't really talk to each other. You probably won't care, but for tech geeks like me, it's annoying. But that's the software. How do I feel about the lights? I like them a lot. I wasn't sure about this bulb shape at first, but the moment I turned them on, I was sold. The bulbs are pretty thick plastic, and the faceted nature throws off light in fun and interesting patterns. I hung them up in my deck's pop-up tent, and it gave the space a lovely chandelier-like lighting. They also worked well hung from the side of my deck, too. Hanging them is easy enough, though you'll need to provide your own hardware. I used zip ties, and that seemed plenty strong, so you won't need specialty wire like you might with some commercial-grade outdoor lighting. And if you do have any connection issues, the built-in controller will let you turn the lights on and off, adjust brightness, and cycle through installed scenes, and that's where you'll find the QR code to repair. Overall, these are very good, smart outdoor lights. But it's worth thinking about the expense, the lack of repairability, and Nanoleaf's ongoing app sync issues before you splurge on these. If you can overlook these flaws like I can, these are a great option to light up your deck or patio. I have plenty of Nanoleaf lights all around my home, and I'll probably keep buying them in the future. These are a tentative recommendation from me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye!